ki jai. Jai Shri Giriraj Govardhanju ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramhansa Paribrajaka Astatar Satashri Shriman Srila Bhakti Sundar Govindadev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramhansa Paribrajaka Astatar Satashri Shriman Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Jai, welcome to Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mission Morning Class. Dandavat Jai, Srimati Tulsi Devi ki jai. Shalom Vishnupade Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Jata Parakamalam Shri Gurung Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitangstam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitangscha Oma Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Jai Shri Rupa Goswami ki jai. Haribol. Jai, continuing to read Sri Navadvipam Mahatmya, Chapter 2, by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, revealed by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Divine Heart. Jai, Sri Satchidananda Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai, Sri Navadvipam ki jai. Chapter 2, the nature and dimensions of the Dham. Jaya Jaya Navadvipa Chandra Shachi Shuta, Jaya Jaya Nityananda Raya Avaduta. All glories to the son of Sachi, the moon of Navadvip. All glory to the Avadut, Sri Nityananda Rai. Jaya Jaya Navadvipa Sarva Dharma Shar, Seda Mera Tattvavarne Sajja Achekar. All glories to Navadvip, the best of all abodes. Who can describe its glory? Navadvipa Dhamma Goda Mandala Bitare, Janavi Sevita Haya Sadashobhakare. Navadvip Dham shines eternally within Goda Mandala, and it is served by Ganga Devi. E Goda Mandala Eka Vinshati Yojana, Majjabhage Ganga Devi Rahe Anukshana. Goda Mandal is 168 miles in circumference. Ganga Devi continuously flows through it. Shatadala Padmamaya Mandala Akara Majjabhage Navadvipati Shobhatara. Gaur Mandal is 100 lotus, and at its center is the extremely beautiful Navadvip. Panchakrosha Hayatara Keshara Adara Parimala Purna Pushpa Yojana Chatvara. In circumference, this world is 10 miles in circumference, and its fragrant bloom is 32 miles. So like the whirl of the lotus, the center of the lotus, and then the petals are expanding out. So 10 miles in the center, and its fragrant bloom is 32 miles. Bahira papaditara shatadalahai ekadika yojana vangshati vishtarai. Its outer petals form a 100-petaled lotus that extends for 168 miles. Its outer petals form a 100-petaled lotus that extends for 168 miles. So we just heard this. The Gautam Mandala is 168 miles in circumference, and it is just like a lotus. Mandala paridihai se pariman, yojana sapta kavyasa shastrera vidan. The circumference of Gautam Mandala is that size. The scriptures state that its diameter is 56 miles. Vyasarad Pramanasarda Tritiya Yojana Majabindu Haitetar Haibe Ganana. Its radius, measured from its center point, is 28 miles. Madhubindu Nabadvipa Dhamma Majastala Yogapita Hayataha Chinmaya Vimala. The center of Navadvip Dham is the pure spiritual Yoga Pit. Chintamani Rupahai Egoda Mandala Chidanandamai Damad Chinmaya Shakala. The Gauta Mandala is made of wish-fulfilling gemstone. It is spiritual and joyful. Everything within it is made of spiritual energy. There's nothing mundane. What is our mundane conception? We'll focus on the outer thing, which is what we do all day anyway. So we'll do that also in the Dham. But that is not actually the nature of the actual Dham. We're not connecting with that, but we will continually try to understand these points. Jalabhumi, Vriksha Adi Shakali Chinmoy, Sada Vidyamana Tata Krishna Shakti Trai. The water, the land, the trees, and so on are all spiritual. Krishna's three energies exist there eternally. Swarupa Shakti Rase Sandini Prabhav Tada Parinati E Damera Svabhav. The Dham is a manifestation of the Sandini aspect of the Lord's personal energy. Prabhu Lila Pita Rupe Dhamanitya Hoy Achincha Shaktira Karya Prapanchitanai. The Dham is the eternal sight of the Lord's pastimes. It is a manifestation of the Lord's inconceivable energy. It is not material. It is manifested. It's not built by humans. Something on the top there may be. And also the temples in which the Lord is served with perfect conception and perfect devotion. They are also manifestations. They are the gems decorating the Dham. But something made with a mundane conception, that is on the top. That is over the top. Tabe, like dust on a diamond. Tabi je etame deke prapanchera sama padajive tahehai avidya vibrama. Still the conditioned souls are bewildered by illusion and see the Dham to be material. Megachana chakshudeke surya achadita divakara nahi kabu haya meghavrita. Eyes covered by clouds see that the sun is covered, but the sun is not actually ever covered by clouds. Se rupa ego de mandala chidakara prapanchika janateke jadera vikara. Similarly, worldly people see the spiritual form of Gautam Mandal to be a formation of matter. This is our problem all the time. Everything is divine. Reality is divine. But we are seeing matter. That seeing is a problem in our own conception. Nityananda Kripajara Pratika Buhai Se deke Ananda Dhamma Sarvatra Chinmay. But once Nityananda blesses someone, they see the joyful spiritual Dham everywhere. Ganga Jamunadi Tata Sada Vidyamana Shaptapuri Prayagadi Ache Stane Stana. The Ganga, Jamuna, and other holy rivers exist there eternally. The 7 holy cities, Prayag, and other holy places are present throughout the Dham. Sakshat Vaikuntha Tattva Egoda Mandala Bhagavan Jiva Tattadeki Niramala. Shri Goda Mandala is Vaikuntha itself. Fortunate souls see this clearly. Vaikuntha is there. Vaikuntha is the basis, the basic thing. But it is deeper, deeper, and deeper. Swarupa Shaktira Chaya Maya Balijare Prabhura Agyaya Nija Prabhava Vistare Bahir Mukha Jiva Chakshukare Avarana Chidadama Prabhava Shabena Payadarashana. On the order of the Lord, Maya, the shadow of his personal energy, extends her influence and covers the eyes of those souls who are averse to the Bahirmukha Jiva, the ones who have turned their face away from the Lord. So she's putting a cover over their eyes, and they don't see anything. Thus, they do not see the glory of the Lord's spiritual abode. Isn't this wonderful? Oh my God. Ekoda mandala jara basha nirantara padabhagyavan se samsara bitara. Souls who always reside in Sri Goda Mandal are the most fortunate souls in this world. Deva gana svarge taki deki sei jane chakshur bhuja shama kanti apurva gatane. The gods living in heaven see that they have beautiful four-armed forms with a cloud-like luster. So when you see that when the sun is illuminating a cloud, it becomes very, very beautiful. Especially the dark clouds, like the monsoon clouds, when they're lustrous, they're really gorgeous. They're like a gem. So when the devas are seeing Navadvip, they're seeing that all the residents have 4 arms, like the residents. They are the residents of Vaikuntha. There is no difference between Vaikuntha and Navadvip. But again, you're going deeper and deeper into the real substance of Navadvip. Shalakosha Navadvipa Dhamma Vashi Jata Gorakanti Sadanama Sankirtane Rata. The residents of the 32 miles of Sri Navadvip Dham have a golden luster and are always engaged in chanting the name.
Wow. Little golden people.
Huh?
Little golden souls walking around. Golden luster.
Brahma Adi Deva Gane Antariksha Haite Navadvipa Basi Jane Puje Nanamate. From the heavens, Brahma and the other gods worship the residents of Navadvip in various ways. So we're saying, what is really behind what we see? That is so deep and worshipable. Brahma Bale Kabe Mora Hena Bhagya Bhave Navadvipe Trina Kale Vara Papa Jabe Shigora Charana Sevakare Jatajan Tasabara Padarenu Labida Takan La Biba Takan. Brahma says, when will I attain the fortune of becoming a blade of grass in Navadvip and receiving the foot dust of the servants of Sri Gaura's feet. Haya more Gaura Chandra Vachana Kariya Brahmandera Adipati Rakila Kariya. Alas, Gaurachandra deceived me and made me the emperor of the universe. I got cheated. I'm only the most important person in the entire universe. I got cheated. Kabe mora karma granti haibe chedana. Abhimana tyaji mora shuddha abhimana. When will my entanglement in karma be cut away? When will my heart give up its pride and become pure? Adhikara buddhi mora kabe habe kshaya. Shuddha dasa haye paba gora pradashraya. When will my mentality of being a master be destroyed? When will I become a pure servant and attain the shelter of Sri Gaura's feet? So this is all the Brahma of this universe. By dint of being Brahma, one may not have these feelings. It is not because he's Brahma, rather because he's a Vaishnava. So he's looking at his circumstances as being Brahma. Everyone's worshiping him who knows anything. But he's not thinking, oh yes, they're worshiping me and I can, do anything and everything and they'll believe me and think I'm great. He's saying, when is this pride gonna leave me? Will it ever leave me? It's wonderful, very wonderful. I can say that if I were in a position like that, I think I would just become completely bewildered. I become bewildered when I buy a new shirt. but, so this is all very, very wonderful. Devagana, Rishigana, Rudragana Jata, Stane Navadvipe Vaishya Virata. The gods, sages, and Rudras live throughout Navadvip eternally. Chirakala Tapakari Jivana Kataya, Tabu Nityananda Kripa Seshabena Paya. They spend their lives performing austerities for long periods, but they do not receive the mercy of Nityananda. So there's all some sorts of sages and yogis and so many things. They live there, and they're doing performances of their own way, their own process, not giving up their own strength, not giving up that idea that by my own strength I will become perfect. And thus they're not interested in the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. And therefore they never see where they are. Deha buddhi jatadina nahi jaya dure. Jatadina dainya bhavamane nahi spure. Tatadina Shri Gaura nitai kripadana. Brahma Shiva nahi pai kariya jatana. As long as their identification with the body does not go away, and humility does not appear within their hearts, even Brahma and Shiva do not attain the wealth of Gaura and Nitai's mercy, although they strive for it. So again, when we hear these statements, we should remember that by dint of being Brahma or Shiva, one will not get this. We are singing it every day. E Rupa Arati Brahma Shambhu Agochara. Who can really see this arti? Not even Brahma and Shiva, by dint of being Brahma and Shiva. But if Brahma is a Vaishnava, then he can see that. but not because he's Brahma. Esha Bhakata Age Hai Be Prakash Jatnakari Shunabai Kariya Vishwas. All these points will be described ahead. Brother, faithfully and carefully listen. Esha Babishai Bai Tarka Parihara Tarka Se Aparta Ati Amangalakara. Brother, give up argument in these matters. Inappropriate argument is very inauspicious. Shri Chaitanya Lila Hai Gabira Sagara Mochakola Rupa Tarka Tataya Pangpara. The pastimes of Shri Chaitanya are a deep ocean. Argument over them, like a banana flower's husk, is simply troublesome. It's just a thing that causes disturbance. Tarka kari e samsara tarite chaya, vipala tahara chesta kichuina paya. The endeavor of those who want to cross over this world by argument is fruitless. Such persons do not attain anything. Argument meaning based on some mundane speculation and with a desire to put forth some mental thing. Oh, this and that and that and that. It's just nonsense. One should hear with faith, and then that sound can come and transform the heart and the vision of that faithful person so that he can actually perceive these things. By the grace of Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu and their divine followers. Tarke jalan jali di asaru shastradare achire chaitanya labase janakare. Those who forego argument and follow the sadhus and scriptures quickly attain Sri Chaitanya. Shruti Spritya Tantra Shastra Avirata Gaya Nadia Mahatmya Nityanandera Agyaya. The Shrutis, Smritis, and Tantras always sing the glories of Nadia on the order of Nityananda Prabhu. The Shrutis, Smritis, and Tantras on the order of Nityananda, that means the scriptures. Nityananda Prabhu is the Lord of those scriptures. He's ordering them. You always sing the glories of Nadia. Se sabashastra parasaru vakyamana tabetaha ibe tavanavadvipa jnana. Read all these scriptures and honor the words of the sadhus. Then you will understand Navadvip. Kalikale tirtha shaba atyanta durlaba. Navadvipa tirtha matra parama prabala. During the age of Kali, all the holy places are very weak. Only Navadvip is greatly powerful. Prabhura ichaya se tirtha bahudina aprakrita mahima achila spurtihina. By the will of the Lord, this holy place was unmanifest for a long time. This holy place meaning Navadvip Dham, and its greatness was not revealed. It was there, but no one can see it. No one could perceive that. Kalira prabhava jabe atyanta badila anyatirta swabhavata nishteja haila. When the influence of Kali strongly increased, the other holy places naturally became powerless. Jivera mangala lagi purusha pradana mane mane chinta kari kari la vidana. The Supreme Lord reflected on this and made an arrangement for the welfare of all souls. Pida buji vaidya raja aushada kauyaya katina asadadeya katina pidaya. Understanding a patient's disease, a good daughter prescribes medicine. For a strong disease, he gives strong medicine. Ebe Kali Gora Haila Roha Haila Bari Katina Ashada Bina Navarite Vanari. The age of Kali has become severe, and the disease of the souls has become serious. Without strong medicine, I cannot check it. This is quoting the Lord's contemplation about this. Atishaya Gopane Rakinu Jai Dama, Atishaya Gopane Rakinu Jai Nama, Atishaya Gopane Rakinu Jai Rupa, Prakashana Kailetiva, Jiva Karibe Kirupa. If I do not reveal the abode, name, and form that I have kept completely hidden, then how will the souls be delivered? Jivata Amadadasa Amitara Prabhu Amina Tarile Se Naktari Bekabu. The souls are my servants, and I am their master. If I do not deliver them, they will never be delivered. E Bali Sri Chaitanya Haila Prakasha Nija Nama Nija Dhamma Laye Nija Dasa. Thinking thus, Sri Chaitanya appeared with his name, his abode, and his servants. Prabhura Pratigya E Haya Sarvakala Tariba Shakala Jiva Guchava Jangjala. This promise of the Lord is eternal. I will deliver all souls and end their suffering. Brahmara Durlabha Jana Bilabha Sangsare Patra Navachiba Eyavatari. In this appearance, I will distribute throughout the world wealth that is difficult for even Brahma to attain. And I will not consider who is fit and who is unfit. If we get caught up too much in justice, we will lose track of what is necessary in the Kali Yuga. This is the opinion of Mahaprabhu. What is necessary? The only thing that is going to do anything in this Kali Yuga is Harinam Sankirtan. And we're trying to follow that. It is very important, otherwise we can become very distracted on the plane of justice. First of all, karma is always acting on the plane of justice. It is not something we need to become involved with. Or as Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, get caught up in the whirlpool of unfortunate events. We don't want to jump into that river and get all caught up with the crocodiles and who's eating whom. That's not, Mahaprabhu did not become caught up in that. And when Jagai Madhai, Mahaprabhu called his chakra, he was going to kill Madhai. I always forget which one. But Nityananda Prabhu said, if you kill him, then you have to kill everybody. Is that what you came to do? You didn't come to do that. You didn't come to kill the miscreants. You came to give everybody mercy. And then Mahaprabhu said, if you get Nityananda Prabhu's mercy, then you will have my mercy. And Nityananda Prabhu said, everything I have, if I have anything, I give it to you. I give it to you. I make you fortunate. Deki baki rupa kali jive karinash, nabadripa dhamma ami kariba prakash. I will see how Kali devastates the souls, and I will reveal Navadvip Dham. Se dame kalira bangi bhavashadata, kirtana kariya jive kariyatma sata. In the Dham, I will break Kali's poisonous fangs perform kirtan and collect the souls. I will say, oh, Kali's got everybody. He's ruining everyone. But I will cut his poisonous fangs, and I will perform kirtan, and I will collect those souls back. Jatadura mama nama haibe kirtana, tatadura haibe ta kalira damana. Kali will be subdued to the extent that my name is chanted. E baligoda hari kalira sandhyaya, prakashila navadvipe svakiya mayaya. Deciding this, Gaurahari revealed Navadvip by his own power at the beginning of Kali Yuga. Chaya Samvariya Nitya Swarupa Bilas, Gaura Chandra Gaura Bhume Karila Prakash. Gaura Chandra held back Maya's darkness and revealed his eternal pastimes in the land of Gauda. The strongest medicine, the most astonishing wonder, the most intense mercy came in the Kali Yuga. Amana doyalu prabhuje janana bhaje, emana achincha dhamma je jana tyaje, e kalikala tarasam mabhagyahina, nadeki jakate sochaniya dina. I do not see anyone in the world during the age of Kali as unfortunate, pitiable, and fallen as someone who does not serve such a merciful Lord and rejects such an inconceivable abode. Ataeva charibai anyavancharati nabadvipa dame matra haua kamati. Therefore, brother, give up all other desires and attachments and devote yourself exclusively to Navadvip Dham. Janavinitai pada chaya yara asha, she bhakti vinoda kare etatra prakasha. Bhakti Vinod, whose aspiration is the shade of Janava and Nitai's feet, reveals the glories of Nadia. Oh, what we just heard. Now we have another half hour, so I'm going to read chapter 3. Anything from the kitchen? Any comment or anything? We have Divya Shakti Didi in the kitchen. I said, we have Divya Shakti Didi in the kitchen. She's so wonderfully bright in her service and in her kitchen service. Chapter 3, instructions for circumambulating the Dham. Jaya Jaya Navadvipa Chandra Shachishuta, Jaya Jaya Nityananda Raya Avaduta. All glories to the son of Shachi, the moon of Navadvip. All glories to the Avadut, Nityananda Rai. Jaya Jaya Shri Advaita Prabhu Mahashai, Gadadhara Shrivas Pandita Jaya Jaya. All glories to the worshipable Shri Advaita Prabhu. All glories to Gadadhar Pandit and Shrivas Pandit. Jaya Jaya Navadvipa Dhamma Sarva Dharma Sar, Jai Dhamma Saha Gaura Chandra Avatar. All glories to Navadvip Dham, the best of abodes, the abode in which Gaura Chandra appeared. Shola Krosha Navadvipe Majja Jaha Jaha, Varniba Ekana Bhakta Gana Shunataha. Devotees, listen. I will now describe everything within the 32 miles of Navadvip. Shola Krosha Majje Navadvipera Pramana, Shodasha Pravaha Tata Shada Vidyamana. 16 rivers exist eternally within the 32 miles of Navadvip. Mula Ganga Purvatire Dvipa Chatushtaya Tahara Paschime Shada Pancha Dviparaya. 4 islands are on the east bank of the original Ganga, and 5 are on the west bank, coming to 9. Navadvip, 9 islands. Svarduni Pravaha Shabave Bedi Dvipagane Navadvipadame Shobhadeya Anukshane. These heavenly rivers flow throughout the islands and always beautify Navadvipdam eternally. All conscious substance. Serving is conscious. Matter, the idea of unconscious is nonsense. It is illusion. Majhe Mula Ganga Devi Rahe Anukshana Apara Prabhave Anya Punya Nadigana. Ganga Devi's original stream always flows through the center of the Dham. The other holy rivers flow in separate streams. Gangara Nakatava He Jamuna Sundari Anyadara Majhe Saraswati Vidyadari. The beautiful Jamuna flows near the Ganga. The Saraswati, the carrier of knowledge, flows in another channel. Tamraparni Kritamala Brahmaputra Trai Jamunara Purva Bhage Dirghadaramai. East of the Jamuna are the 3 long rivers, the Tamraparni, Kritamala, and Brahmaputra. East of the Jamuna are the 3 long rivers, the Tamraparni, the Kritamala, and the Brahmaputra. Sarayu Narmada Sindhu Kaveri Gomati Prashtevahe Godavari Sahadru Drutagati. The Sharayu, the Narmada, the Sindhu, Kaveri, Gomati, and Godavari flow swiftly on the west side. So, on the east side are the Tamraparni, Kritamala, and Brahmaputra. And on the west side, the Sharayu, the Narmada, the Sindhu, Kaveri, Gomati, and Godavari. E Shabadara Paraspara Karicheda Akanabadvipe Nava Vidakari Beda. All these rivers cross each other and divide Navadvip into 9 parts. So they cross each other, and the land in between is an island, like a petal. Prabhura ichaya kabudara shushkahai puna icha haile darahaya jalamai. By the will of the Lord, these rivers sometimes go dry, and when the Lord wills it, they again fill with water. And this is all nectar. This is all nectarian wonder. All these wonderful divine rivers. Prabhura ichaya kabudube konastana. Prabhura ichaya punadeyata darashana. By the will of the Lord, they sometimes submerge portions of the land and then reveal them again. Niravarye rupa dhamma lilakare. Bhagyavan jana prati sarvakalas pure. The Dham performs pastimes eternally in this way and always appears before the fortunate souls. Utkata bhashana jari bhakta hridehoy sarvadvipa sarvadara darshana milai. When intense desire arises in the heart of a devotee, all the islands and rivers in the Dham reveal themselves. Kabu swapne, kabu jane, kabu drishti joge, damera darshana paya bhaktira samyoge. Sometimes in dreams, sometimes in meditation, and sometimes in their vision, devotees see the Dham through their devotion. But this is all revealed. They are revealing. The Dham is revealing itself to such a person. It's not that through the eyeballs, through these holes in our head, we're going to perceive the reality of the Dham. This is all revealed. It must be revealed. Ganga Jamuna Rajoge Se Dviparai Antardvipa Tara Nama Sarva Shastre Kai. All the scriptures call the island at the confluence of the Ganga and Jamuna Antardvip. Antardvipa Majayache Pita Mayapura Jataya Janmila Prabhu Chaitanya Thakura. Within Antardvip is Mayapur, where Lord Chaitanya appeared. Golokera Antarvati Jai Mahavan Mayapura Navadvipe Jana Bhakta Jagan. Devotees know Mahavan in Goloka to be Mayapur in Navadvip. So Mayapur is Mahavan in Vrindavan. Svetadvipi Vaikunta Goloka Vrindavan Navadvipe Shabbatatva Ache Sarvakshana. Svetadvip, Vaikunta, and Goloka Vrindavan are always present in Navadvip. Ayodhya Mathura Maya Kashi Kanchiyar Avanti Dwaraka Se Puri Saptasar Navadvipe Se Samasta Nija Nija Stane Nitya Vidyamana Gora Chandra Vidane. The 7 great cities, Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya, Kashi, Kanchi, Avanti, and Dwarka, exist eternally in Navadvip in their respective places by the arrangement of Gaurachandra. Gangadwara Mayara Swarupa Mayapura Jahara Mahatmya Shastre Achaye Prachura. The true form of the city, Maya, the gateway of the Ganga, is Mayapur, whose glories are stated repeatedly throughout the scriptures. The true form of the city Maya, the gateway of the Ganges, or of the Ganga, is Mayapur. Mayapur is that place, which is the origin, the gateway through which the Ganga is flowing. Say Mayapur is Jai Jaya Akabara, Anaya say hi, say Jada Mayapara. Those who once go to Mayapur easily cross over material illusion. Mayapure Brahmile Maya, Mayara Adikara, Dure Jai Janma Kabu Nahe Arabara. If a soul wanders in Mayapur, then the influence of Maya goes away, and they do not take birth again. Mayapura Uttara Simanta Dvipahai, Parikrama Vidhi Shadu Shastra Shadakai. North of Mayapur is Simantadvip. The sadhus and scriptures always explain the procedure for circumambulating the Dham. So Mayapur, and then going to Simantadvip. Antardvipi Shri Mayapura Karya Darshana Shri Simantadvipa Chala Bhigya Bhakta Jana. O wise devotees, visit Shri Mayapur in Antardvip and then go to Simantadvip. Simantadvip makes such a strong impression. Well, they all make a strong impression, we hope. We hope to be so fortunate. Godru Makya Dvipahaya Maya Radakshine Taha Brahmi Chala Madhya Dvipa Rishtamane Godrumadweep is south of Mayapur. Walk there and then joyfully go to Madhyadweep. So now we've gone to Mayapur, Simantadweep, then Godrumadweep, which everyone is so in love with Godrumadweep. In loving devotional worship. That is south of Mayapur, and then walk there and then joyfully go to Madhyadweep. Chari Dweepa Janavira Purnatire Dekiya Janavi Parahau Dire Dire. Visit these 4 islands on the east bank of the Ganga and then slowly cross the river. So beginning with Mayapur, Simantadweep, Godrumadweep, and then Madhyadweep. Koladweepa Anaya Sekariya Brahmana Ritudweepa Shobha Tabe Kara Darashana. Peacefully walk through Koladweep and then see the beauty of Ritudweep. Tara Para Janudweepa Parama Sundara Deki Modya Duma Dweepe Chala Vigyavara. O best of the wise, thereafter, see the wonderful beauty of Janudweep. And then go to Modadrumadweep. So then now on the west side of the Ganga, peacefully walk through Koladweep, and then Ritudweep, and then Janudweep, and Modadrumadweep. Rudadweepa Deka Puna Ganga Hai Para Brahmi Mayapura Bhakta Chala Arabara. O devotees, see Rudradweep, cross the Ganga again, and then visit Mayapur once more. Tataya Shri Jagannatha Shachira Mandire Prabhura Darashane Pravesha Dire Dire. There slowly enter the abode of Sri Jagannath and Shachi to see the Lord. So in other words, go to the home of Jagannath Misha and Shachi Devi. And in other words, the pastimes are all eternal. He's not saying this, see where the Lord was. This is all going on. And any pastime can reveal itself at any time to someone. They're all eternal. Sarvakale rupa parikrama hoy, jivera ananta shuka praptira alai. Circumambulation is always done in this way and is a source of unlimited joy for the soul. Visheshata makari saptami titigate Palguni Purnima Vadi Shrestha Sarvamate. Everyone concurs that it is best to start on Makari Saptami and end on Palguni Purnima. It is the best time. And this is beginning today, actually. Yesterday was Adivas, and today this form, this divine journey, this divine journey begins in this way. Parikrama Samadhi Ajay Mahajana Janmadine Mayapura Karena Darashana Nitai Goranga Tare Kripa Vitariya Bhakti Adhikari Kare Padadaya Diya. Nitai and Goranga Jai Saparika Shishi Guru Gaura Chandraju Ki Jai. Jai Sri Giriraj Govardhanju Ki Jai. And their faithful servitor Ki Jai. Oh, Shima Saraswati Thakur is here. Nitai and Gauranga bless the great souls who complete their circumambulation and visit Mayapura on the birthday of the Lord. They make them qualified for devotion and give them the shade of their feet. Sankshepe kahino parikrama vivarana, vishtariya bala ebe karahashravana. I have briefly described circumambulating the Dham. Now I will elaborate. Please listen. Jai jana brahme eka vimshati yojana, achire labai se goda premadana. Those who traverse the 168 miles of Sri Gauda Mandala quickly attain the wealth of divine love for Gaura. Janava nitai pada chaya gyara asha, e bhakti vinoda kare e tatra prakasha. Bhakti Vinod, whose aspiration is the shade of Janava and Nitai's feet, reveals the glories of Nadia. Ooh. So now we still have some time. The servant of the Lord. Just 1 second. And we'll continue reading the 4th chapter. Sorry, stop that. Chapter 4. This is so wonderful. Haribol, Sri Jiva hears the glories of the Dham. Jaya Jaya Navadvipa Chandra Shachi Shuta, Jaya Jaya Nityananda Raya Avaduta. All glories to the sun of Shachi, the moon of Navadvip. All glories to the Avadut Nityananda Rai. Avadut. Very significant word. Avadut means he's not following any rules. If he were, we'd be finished. He wouldn't have a chance. He doesn't care. Forget it. Whatever. I want to give my mercy everywhere and anywhere, and I'm going to do it. Jaya Jaya Navadvipa Sarvadharma Sar, Jataya Haila Shri Chaitanya Avatar. All glories to the best of all abodes, Navadvip, where Sri Chaitanya appeared. Sarvatirte Vasakari Jai Palapai, Navadvipe Labita Taha Ekadine Bai. Brothers, oh brother, souls attain in Navadvip in one day the result that others attain by residing in all the holy places. Say Navadvipa Parikrama Vivarana, Shastra Alochiya Gai Shuna Sadhu Jana. O sadhus, listen as I discuss the scriptures and sing about circumambulating Navadvip. Shastra Likana Ar Vaishnava Vachana, Prabhu Agya Etina Mama Pranadana. The writing of the scriptures, the words of the devotees, and the order of the Lord are my life and wealth. The writing of the scriptures, the words of the devotees, and the order of the Lord are my wealth, life, and wealth. And those things are all separate, but they're the same thing. Scriptures are being revealed by the Lord. That is all the will of the Lord. And the words of the devotees are coming out also by the will of the Lord. And those words are scripture. And the order of the Lord, those are all my will. That's my life and wealth. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, Tine ashraya kari kari bhavarnana, Nadia brahmana vidishuna sarvajana. Having taken shelter of them, I will describe the procedure for circumambulating Nadia. Everyone listen. Shri Jiva Goswami Jabe Chadile Nagara, Nadia Nadia Bale Vyakula Antara. When Jiva Goswami left home, he was eager at heart, calling out, Nadia, Nadia. Chandadvipa charite hatata patachale. Bashe dui chakshutara nayanera jale. As he left Chandradvip and walked down the road, his eyes filled with tears. Ha Gauranga Nityananda Jivara Jivan Kabe More Kripakari Dibe Darashan Ha Ha Navadvipa Dame Sarva Dharma Shar Kabe Vade Kipa Ami Bale Barabar. Again and again he called out, O Gauranga, O Nityananda, O life of the soul. When will you mercifully appear before me? O Navadvip Dham, best of all abodes, when will I see you? Kaishora Vayasa Jiva Shundara Gatana Vairagyera Parakasta Apura Darashana. Jiva was young and had a beautiful figure. His extreme detachment was astonishing to see. Chaliya Chaliya Katadine Mahashai Navadvipe Uttarila Shada Premamai. After walking for many days, always filled with divine love, Jiva arrived in Navadvip. Durahaite Navadvipa Kari Darashana Dandabata Kaye Pade Praya Achetana. Seeing Navadvip from a distance, he bowed and fell almost unconscious. Katakshana pare nija chitakari stira praveshila Navadvipe pulakasharira. Eventually he steadied his heart and entered Navadvip, the hair on his body standing on end. Parakonagate ashe jigyase shabare Kota Prabhu Nityananda Dekao Amare. He came to Barakonagat and asked everyone, where is Nityananda Prabhu? Please show me. Shri Jivera Baba Deki Kona Mahajan Prabhu Nityananda Jatalaya Tatakshan. Seeing Shri Jiva's ecstasy, a great soul immediately brought him to Nityananda Prabhu. Eta Prabhu Nityananda ata hasi, Shri Jiva ashibe bali antare lasi. Knowing that Shri Jiva would come, Nityananda Prabhu was delighted at heart and roaring with laughter. Agyadina dashagane Shri Jive anite, aneka Vaishnava jai Jive sambodhite. He ordered his servants to bring Shri Jiva, and many devotees went to call him. Satvika Vikara Purna Jivera Sharira Deki Jiva Bale Shabe Karile Nastira. Upon seeing the body of Jiva filled with divine ecstasy, Nityananda Prabhu's servants identified him. They could see, oh, this must be Jiva. Keha Keha Age Gya Mahaprema Bare Nityananda Prabhu Agya Vigyapanakare. Some of them, filled with intense divine love, went forward and conveyed the order of Nityananda Prabhu to Jiva. Prabhu Nityananda Nama Kariya Shravana Darinite Pade Jiva Haye Achetana. Hearing the name of Nityananda Prabhu, Jiva fell to the ground unconscious. Chaneka Utiya Bale Bada Bhagyan Mama Prabhu Nityananda Kripa Paila Adama. Immediately he rose and said, it is my great fortune that I, a fallen soul, have received the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. Se Saba Vaishnava Gane Dandavata Haye Pranama Karaye Jiva Prapula Hridaye. Jiva prostrated himself before all the devotees with a jubilant heart. Pale tumi shabe mora haile sadai Nityananda padapai sarvashastre kai. He said, all the scriptures say that if you are all merciful to me, then I will attain the feet of Nityananda Prabhu. So he's saying, Jiva Goswami is approaching in the mood of a Vaishnava, thinking, I am not at all qualified. I am so fallen. But how fortunate I am receiving the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. This is the best, the most wondrous, the greatest treasure possible. And the scriptures say that I must worship you, devotees of Nityananda Prabhu. And in this way, Nityananda Prabhu will be merciful to me. Jivera sobhagya heri katena Vaishnava charanera duli lai kariya utsava. Seeing Jiva's fortune, some of the devotees joyously took dust from his feet. Shabi meli jive laya Nityananda jata Vaishnava veshtita Prabhu kahe Krishna kata. They all joined together and took Jiva to Nityananda Prabhu, where he was speaking about Krishna surrounded by devotees. Prabhu Nityanandera dekhiya divya rupa Jivera sharira hai bhava aparupa. Seeing the divine form of Nityananda Prabhu, extraordinary ecstasy arose in Jiva's body. Kiya purva rupa aja herinu baliya padila dharani tale achetana haya. Thinking, what a wonderful form I have seen today. Jiva fell to the ground unconscious. Mahakripavashe Prabhu Nityananda Rai Jive Utaya Laya Apanarapai. Moved by intense compassion, Nityananda Prabhu raised Jiva to his feet. So we will see this expression many times, falling unconscious. This means overwhelmed by extreme feelings of the love. It is overwhelming, but this unconsciousness is super consciousness. It is unconscious of, it is so deep in this meditation that there is no consciousness of anything else. And this is what is to be understood by the word unconscious. Vyastahai Shri Jiva Goswami Dadaila Kada Judi Nityanande Kahite Lagila. Shri Jiva Goswami quickly stood up, joined his palms, and began to speak to Nityananda. Vishvarupa Vishvadama Tumi Balaram Ami Jiva Kiba Jani Tava Gunagram. You are Balaram, the original form and shelter of the world. I am just a soul. How can I understand your glories? Tumi Mora Prabhu Nitya Amitavadas Tomara Charana Chaya Akamatra Ash. You are my master and I am your eternal servant. The shade of your feet is my one and only aspiration. Tumi jare karadaya se anaya se Shri Chaitanya Padapai Prema Jale Base. Those whom you bless easily attain the feet of Shri Chaitanya and float in the waters of divine love. Those whom you bless easily attain the feet of Shri Chaitanya and float in the waters of divine love. Tomara karuna bina gora nahi pai shata janma bhaje jari gorangahiyai. Without your grace, souls do not attain Sri Gora, even if they serve him within their heart for 100 births. Gora dandakare jadi tumi rakshakara tumi jare dandakara Gora tarapara. If Gora punishes someone, you protect them. And Gora rejects whomever you punish. We have to understand something about the glories of Nityananda Prabhu. Anyone who rejects Nityananda Prabhu can have nothing to do with Mahaprabhu. It is impossible. Ataeva Prabhutava Charana Kamale Lainu Sharana Amishu Kritirabale. Therefore, O Lord, by my good fortune I have taken shelter at your lotus feet. My good fortune is that Jiva is saying, I am fallen, but I have taken shelter of you by my great fortune. And therefore, I may come into the connection of Mahaprabhu. Tumi kripakari mora deha anumati, Shri Gaura darshana pai gaure haurati. O Lord, mercifully give your consent that I may see Shri Gaura and develop devotion to him. Jamaraba keli grame se gorangarai, Amara pitrivriya dvare, laile napai. When Sri Gaurangarai was in the village of Ramakeli, my uncles took shelter at his feet. My uncles meaning Rupa and Sanatan. Se kali shishuami sajala nayane, Hedi lama goda rupa sarajage mane. At that time I was a child. With tearful eyes I saw Sri Gaura's form. And still now that form constantly arises in my heart. Shri Gauranga Pade Padi Karinu Pranati, Shri Anga Sparshila Shuka Paila Maati. Bowing at Shri Gauranga's feet, I offer my obeisances. Touching his divine form, I felt great joy. Bowing at Sri Gauranga's feet when he was a child, I offered my obeisances. And touching his divine form, I felt great joy. Se kali goda more kahila vachana, O he jiva kara tumi shastra adhyayana. At that time, Gaura said to me, O Jiva, study the scriptures. Ajayana samapiya nabadvipe chala, Nityananda Sri Charane Paibe Shakala. Complete your study and then go to Nabadvip. There, at the holy feet of Nityananda, you will attain everything. Se agya shire dariyami akinchana, tata saja vidya kariyachi aparjana. Holding this order on my head, I, a poor soul, have learned as much as possible. Chandadvipe padilama sahityari jata, Vedanta acharya nahi pai manumata. I studied literature and other subjects in Chandradvip, but I did not find an expert teacher of Vedanta. So he studied many subjects in Chandradvip, but there was no one there who could teach the proper purport and import of the Vedanta Sutra. Prabhu Agya Dila More Vedanta Padite, Vedanta Samata Krishna Bhakti Prakashite. The Lord ordered me to study Vedanta and prove that devotion to Krishna is its purport. Ai Lama Nabadvipe Tomara Charane, Jai Rupa Agya Hai Kari Acharane. I've now come to your feet in Nabadvip, and I will do whatsoever you order me. So Mahaprabhu ordered Jiva, you go and learn, just learn, study the scriptures, learn them very perfectly. But he's saying, and then he said, then you go to Navadvip and find Nityananda Prabhu. He's saying, but I could not complete my studies because I could not find a person who was qualified to teach Vedanta. And now what shall I do? Agyahai Jai Kshetre Prabhura Charane Vedanta Patiba Sarva Bomera Sadane. If you order me, I will go to the feet of the Lord in Purushottam Kshetra and study Vedanta at the school of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. If you order, I will go to Puri, in other words, and study from Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Jivera Madhura Vake Nityanandarai, Jive Kole Kari Kade Daria Nahi Pai. Moved by Jiva's sweet words, Nityananda Prabhu embraced Jiva and cried, unable to restrain himself. Nityananda Prabhu is unable to restrain his tears. Baleshuna ohe jiva niguda vachana, sarvatattva avagata rupa sanatana. Nityananda said, "O Jiva, listen to my confidential words. Rupa and Sanatan know everything." Prabhu more agya dila bali te tomai, chetra nahi jao tumi naraha hetai. The Lord ordered me to tell you, do not go to Purushottam Kshetra or stay here. So neither go to Puri nor remain in Navadvip. Tumi ara rupa sanatana duibai, prabhura ekanta dasa janena sabai. Everyone knows that you and the brothers Rupa and Sanatan are exclusive servants of the Lord. Toma prati agya e varanasi giya, vachaspati nikate te vedanta padiya, eke bare jahatata haite vrindavana. Tata kripa kari bena rupa sanatana. Well, we really are going over time. So probably we won't finish this entire, well, let's see how we go. The Lord is still taking his bogue. The Lord's order to you is that you go to Varanasi, study Vedanta with Madhusudan Vachaspati, and then go straight to Vrindavan from there. Rupa and Sanatan will bless you in Vrindavan. So Nityananda Prabhu, understanding the will of Mahaprabhu, is telling Jiva, he's come from Chandrapur to Navadvip, but he's saying, no, don't go to Puri and don't go remain here, but you go to Varanasi and you study from Madhusudan Vachaspati. He is very perfect in his understanding, in his realization, in his devotion. He will teach you and then go straight to Vrindavan from there and live with Rupa and Sanatan. Rupera anugahaye jugala bhajana karatata vedantari shastra alapana. Serve the divine couple as a follower of Sri Rupa and discuss Vedanta and the other scriptures there. Serve the divine couple as a follower of Rupa. Not some spurious way, some made-up way that without any connection. We'll try to make some show of worshiping the divine couple. But as a follower of Rupa, you can worship them. That is the line of the seva. That seva is coming in this line. It will not come otherwise. And discuss Vedanta and other scriptures there, meaning when you go to Vrindavan, after you complete your studies at Varanasi. Bhagavata Shastra Hai Sarva Shastra Sar, Vedanta Shutrera Bhasya Karaha Prachar. Preach that Srimad Bhagavatam is the best of all scriptures and the natural commentary on the Vedanta Sutra. Sarvabhaume Kripakari Gauranga Shri Hari Brahma Sutra Vyakya Kaila Bhagavata Dari. Shri Gauranga Hari mercifully explained the Brahma Sutra to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya on the basis of the Srimad Bhagavatam. So in other words, Vedanta means the Brahma Sutra. Se Vijay Sarvabhauma Shri Madhusudane Shikaila Kshetra Dame Paramajatane. Sarvabhauma very carefully taught this knowledge to Sri Madhusudan in Sri Kshetradam. So, Sri Madhusudan, Vichaspati, or Vachaspati, he heard from Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Jai Mahaprabhu, Jai Giriraju, and he can teach. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya heard all these conclusions from Mahaprabhu himself. Then he taught Madhusudan Vachaspati. So this is all coming in the direct line. And he taught him there in Puri. And then, Say Madhu Vachaspati Prabhu Agyapeye, Ache Varanasi Damade Katumiye. Go and see Madhusudan Vachaspati, who is in Varanasi Dham, on the order of the Lord. So after being instructed by Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya in the line of Mahaprabhu, then Madhusudan Vachaspati went to Varanasi. Bahye, on the order of the Lord. Bahye teha sampradayi vaid danti kahai, shankari sannyasi jara nikate padai. Externally, he is a traditional Vedantic scholar and a Sankarite sannyasi, and Sankarite sannyasi study with him. He presents himself as being a scholar of Vedanta. And the Shankarites, which means the Mayavadis, they also study with him. He's a super expert, but what will happen with him? Krame krame sannyasi kanera kripakari, Gaurangera Vyakya Shiksha Deya Shutradari. In a gradual way, he mercifully teaches the sannyasis Gauranga's explanations of these sutras. And these explanations are self-evident. It's not just like another way of looking at it. Anyone who hears this carefully will, that's what it says. It's clear. What Shankaracharya gave was covering that clear meaning, and it is obvious. It can be understood clearly. So gradually, Madhusudan Vachaspati is influencing the Shankarite residents of Varanasi what is really the meaning of the Vedanta Sutra, and they will give up their misunderstandings easily, but gradually. Pritak Basyera Ebe Nahi Prayojan, Pritak Basyera Ebe Nahi Prayojana, Bhagavate Kaya Sutra Bhashyate Ganana. There's no need for a separate commentary on the Brahma Sutra now. The Bhagavatam explains the sutras and is considered the sutra's natural commentary. Why? It was given by Vedavyas himself, who composed. He's the one who composed the Vedanta Sutra, and his commentary on the Vedanta Sutra is the Srimad Bhagavatam. Kale jabe basyera hai be prayojana, Shri Govinda basya tabe habe prakatana. In time, when there is a need for another commentary, the Sri Govinda basya will be revealed. Oh, so exciting. Because we were just there in Jaipur, and just near Jaipur is the place where the Govinda basya was written by Sri Govinda Dev himself, the Lord, and that was revealed through the pen of Baladev Vidyabhushan and Galta. So that's a very wonderful thing. And that commentary established this sampradaya in the minds of those who had some idea about that there had to be our separate commentary. Otherwise, we are not a bona fide line in their minds. But not only did they accept this bhasya, but they all wanted to take initiation from Baladev Vidyabhushan because it was so perfect. It was higher than any other commentary on the Vedanta Sutra because it was given by the Lord himself. So this is a very wonderful pastime. And here, Nityananda Prabhu is saying, when there's a need for another commentary, then this will be revealed. Hare Krishna. So astonishing. Oh, I really am tempted to finish this, but it is quite a lot more. So we'll stop here, and then we will continue tomorrow. Tomorrow is that Ekadashi, when the parikrama starts, and then the next day is Ekadashi. That Ekadashi is so wonderful. And I have to always think of Srila Gurudev and Sriparacharya Maharaj. He really worked incessantly and tirelessly to arrange for all the prasadam and anukalpa on every day of parikrama. All the arrangements were made. And it made everything so lovely, so smooth, and really very, very wonderful in those days. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Navadvip Mahatmya ki Jai. Shri Navadvip Bhava Taranga ki Jai. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki Jai. Shri Rupanuga Guru Varga ki Jai. Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai. Shri Jiva Goswami ki Jai. And later on they will be joined by others. And anyway, we'll go on this journey by their grace. Hare Krishna. Hare Hare Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Gopal Govindaram Shrimade Sudam. Giridhari Gopinath Paranamo. Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra. Gadadhar Shiva Sari Gaur Bhaktavinda. Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhakta Raghunath. Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Dasa Raghunath. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Vishnupad Paramahansa Srila Bhakti Sundar Govindadev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Vishnupad Paramahansa Srila Bhakti Rakak Sri Radhe Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Vishnupad Paramahansa Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Shri Rupanuga Guru Varga ki Jai. Shri Guru Gaur Chandra Ju ki Jai. Shri Giriraj Govardhan Ju ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Jai. Sadgoswami Prabhu ki Jai. Saparshad Shriman Mahaprabhu ki Jai. Saparshad Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyamakund Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki Jai. Jai Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat ki Jai. Tadiya Sakamat ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mission ki Jai. Kol Kartal ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Shri Navadvip Dham Parikrama ki Jai. Samaveda Vaishnava Mandala ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta-vrinda ki Jai. All the assembled devotees ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi Hari Bol Jai. Tulsi Devi ki Jai. Can't quite see very well All these, on this little phone, the names are very tiny, but my Dandavat, Jai Gurudev.